Hello everyone, so today I'm going to give you a quick tip to deal with anxiety when it arises at a time when you can't necessarily do EFT, you're on the rush, you're on the go, and you don't have the time, you just can't, you need to park it away and come back to it at a later time. This came to me while working with children with EFT and having anxiety arising at the very end of the session and not being able to walk through it properly. I did not necessarily want the children to go away and have to deal with this anxiety for a full week. So usually what we do is we say, leave it with me, I'll look after it and we can talk about it during the next session. But what I find out is having a visual representation, being able to do something when the children are actively putting the anxiety aside works much better than just saying it. So I have a worry jar, and when such situation occur and we can't deal with an anxiety and the child is about to say goodbye and leave me for a week, I get them to write this anxiety and I get them to put it in the worry jar, and they do it themselves, and it works brilliantly. I've already given this tip to a few parents for them to do during the week, again when the anxiety comes at a time when they can't necessarily do anything about it. And I'm happy to report that this tip works really well. I've had very good feedback, so I thought that perhaps today I could share it with you. So if you're home and you have a jar, you just label it worry jar, easy. Pen, paper, you get the child to write it if they are able to do so. It's very important for them to be engaged. And obviously if they are too young to do that, you write it for them. You can get them to do a little smiley, a sad smiley face or something like that, so they are involved in the process. If you are on the go, you get a little fabric pouch with a zip. Nothing really fancy or anything, you just get that. And again, it's very much about putting it in there, parking it until they come back at a later stage. So you get the child to name the worry. For example, I had one not long ago who would have a lot of anxiety just before a football match. He was playing football. He has very high expectation for himself and for his team, and very often he would have a meltdown when the car arrives at the football club and would struggle to get out. Tears would come up, and all these worries about being a bad player, not being able to score, losing the match, or doing something that would make the team lose. He's putting a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, and I advise the parents to do that. So they would obviously have the fabric pouch, they wouldn't take the worry jar in the car, and they would plan on leaving 3-5 minutes before they would normally do. They would have pen and paper ready. You can even take a credit card receipt, or a tissue would work just as fine. It doesn't really matter. And the child would write down all the worries, put it in a pouch, and the parents would say something very symbolic, such as, right, okay, now that I've got your worries, I will be looking after them. Off you go, have fun. Don't think about it, they are with me, and we will talk or deal with it or do EFT about it when you come home. And that very simple trick helped the child a lot, because he wouldn't have to carry the burden of this anxiety. They have been named, they have been put aside, they've been parked, and his mind would be much freer to go and enjoy the football match and remind himself as well that football is fun. It's not just all pressure and winning. And the parents reported that the anxiety in the car before the match would be less and less intense, and that the child would actually be able to say, can we park the worries now? Can we have the worry pouch out? And can I just put them in, because I'm starting to feel a little bit stressed? So obviously that doesn't get rid of the worries. We still need to work on this anxiety, but that would help him have a much better time, which is what we want as well. So here you go. Have your fabric pouch ready in your bag or in your car or your worry jar at home, and try it, see how it goes for you, and please come back and let me know if it worked for your child and what you've noticed and how the whole family benefited from it. I love hearing your feedbacks, and if you have any questions as well, just please pop them in the comment and I'll happily answer. All right, until next time, bye.